I wanted to start off this episode by taking a tequila shot. I'm not going to show your card numbers. Imagine I take this tequila shot. Maybe if we can find a bottle opener later, I'll open it. Okay, hi sluts. Pussy, mind, body, spirit, soul. What is slut camp? Let's get into it. Blocked immediately. Welcome back. Hi sluts. Welcome back. Episode 2. Here we fucking go. I'd like to start this episode and every episode going forward with a slut affirmation. Hashtag slut affirmation. Like, think of a dirty slut affirmation. Let's say you're making a cocktail for the night with your friends. Maybe you're taking shots in your room while you're getting ready. Maybe you're listening to music. Maybe you're listening to me. What I want you to repeat after me, and for the rest of the evening, I want you to think of this expression because it will dictate how your evening goes. It will get you the dick that you want, the pussy that you want, whatever it is. And it is this. Nice ass, big boobs, tight pussy, can't lose. Now you can use this to cheers with your friends. For example, I have this tequila shot that I really wanted to take. Unfortunately, whoever made this decided to put a cap that needs a bottle opener, and I don't have that, and I don't want to break my teeth, so it's just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna be sad until I leave this room, and then I'll be taking it because I'm gonna hit it against a wall or some shit. I don't know. I'm a tequila girl through and through. I will never back down on my word on this. My friends, some are vodka drinkers, whiskey drinkers, I don't know, whatever illness you have that's not clearly the correct answer, which is tequila, as I like to call it. Tequila makes you horny and want to dance. People say it's the only upper. I would agree. Tequila's never hurt me. A man has. Tequila hasn't. Remember that. Nice ass, big boobs, tight pussy, can't lose. Anyways, let's get right the fuck into it. I mean, you're probably on the edge of your seat in anticipation for what the fuck I meant by double homicide / twins, plural. Well, buckle the fuck in and I'll tell you everything. So this story predates to Emma at age 16. I'm in high school. Dark fucking times. I know. Shivers. Like, shiver me timbers. But in order to understand the story, we have to go back. There's a certain boy. Mind you, I was not getting like mad dick in high school. I was the editor-in-chief of the yearbook and I won best dressed in high school. So, and I probably like swayed the vote so that I would win that. I don't know what I did. Who the fuck knows? Anyways, that being said, you know, beggars can't be choosers, but in my head, I'm like, wow, this one fucking kid who has a crush on me is just doesn't make the cut. I was a bitch and he was probably a little weird, but so cute nonetheless. Things really took a turn for me, emotions-wise, when he got a girlfriend. Suddenly, I'm obsessed. I can't control it. It's something that courses through my entire body. I am obsessed with the fact that he has a girlfriend, and now I obviously want to date him. Now, as you can imagine, I was pissed because I'm like, okay, well, now I'm obsessed. Like, now you have a girlfriend and I'm obsessed. Okay. So I go to college. Nothing happens. Whatever. We go our separate ways. I pout a little, cry. Fine. Go to college. And it almost seems as if it's like the first time coming back from college. I think it might have been the first or second time. It was winter break. We come back for New Year's. And lucky me, I go on my cute little Bumble app and I see none other than Twin on the app. I'm like, fuck, he's single. I'm still interested. So I message with him back and forth a little bit. He's going to the same party. I'm like, fuck yeah. Now, let me also preface this by saying that his most recent ex-girlfriend is also named Emma, which is upsetting to say the least. Two-part issue. One, talking to the ex. Two, her name is Emma. I get to this party. First thing I see, literally as I walk in, is Twin in the corner talking to said other Emma, ex-girlfriend. And I'm filled with rage. Honestly, I'm pissed. I'm like, what the fuck? She leaves his site. I go up to him and I'm like, what the fuck is up with you and ex Emma? So I start ripping shots, probably like telling all my friends, like, fuck this man, whatever. I go up to him in the corner as he's done talking to his ex, and I'm like, what is going on with you and other Emma, ex-girlfriend? He's like, honestly, I don't know. So naturally, I'm pissed. And I did what any girl would do when you're pissed at a boy, and I fucked his twin. OG twin and other twin, we'll call them. Other twin is sound the fuck asleep next to me. I'm like, whoa. Woke up so confused, so disoriented when I see that the man that is next to me on the couch in the living room of this party, 2 feet away from the host's bedroom, is an identical replication of OG twin. I'm like, oh, this isn't the right twin. I knew going into it that I was going to be new twin because I was pissed. However, I didn't think it would go this far. I remember just being like, fuck yes, like, fuck this man. I literally was like, fuck yeah, I win, you lose, like, bye. Because at this point, obviously, you don't know what's going on with your ex-girlfriend. Like, I'm not going to fuck with you. So I leave this party. It's like 6 a.m. Obviously, I'm assuming the day continues and they talk about it because they are siblings and also share interest in the same gal, myself. The next day, I wake up. I am blocked by both twins. Double fucking homicide. And I was like, honestly, fair, because I did do you a little dirty with the direct existence of your brother. Wires got crossed. Like, things got a little interesting. Nonetheless, still hurt a little. So I think nothing of it, honestly, after the fact. We laughed about it, me and my friends. Like, it was a good joke for like a year. I finished college. I moved to New York. I'm here. It's my first year there, actually second year, 2023, in the summer. And I get a follow from OG twin. I'm like, this can't be real. This was shocking because I was like, first of all, does he not know? Does he not remember? Does he not care? Like, what happened? But I'm ignoring. I'm thinking, okay, fine. What's going to happen? Worst case, like, he might not even message me. He's just trying to be like nice and like make amends, maybe. Okay. I follow him back. He starts messaging me. He starts off by saying, hi, Emma Goad. How have you been? And I'm like, oh, okay. So you want my pussy, basically. Okay. You're like, Emma, I'm going to be in New York. Like, show me around. I'm like, what's going on? Like, does he not know what happened between me and his sibling that looks exactly like him, or no? So I pretend, like, because I'm an actress, I'm a good one, honestly. We go back and forth for a little bit, and then he's like, I'm going to be in this city this summer, and I want you to show me around. I'm delighted to do so, of course. I'm color me a tour guide, like, done and dusted, I'm there. So he comes to the city, he posts a story, I swipe up, I'm like, where the fuck are you? I'm coming, literally, physically, mentally, spiritually, I'm there. I meet up with him, we get drinks. As you can probably tell, one thing leads to the next, and I'm 2 for 2. I'll say that again. I am 2 for 2. It's like I completed a mission. I get to like level up, boss level. What's next? Their dad? I don't know. And the only question I have left is, does he know? Does he not know? Why did they both block me? Did the other twin leave a positive review and that's why he's interested? I'll never know. I also would like to mention that these twins were identical. Like, I probably couldn't even tell them apart. So who knows if this whole entire thing was just one of the twins. It could have been one or could have been both. They're identical. I have no idea. I will say the first one, it was so interesting. The first one fucked like we were the last 2 people on earth. And the second one was like he was like a lover. Like, I was like, oh, you got a girlfriend. Like, you got a wife. Okay. So that was interesting. Everyone should try to sleep with twins and see what their different fucking styles are. I feel like they're different. Get back to me when you know. If we're going to take one thing away from this story, is that for Slut Camp and for all of you, if your pussy gets a good review and holds value, It's within the entire family. That's all I have to say. Whew. All right. The last thing I want to discuss in today's second glorious edition of Slut Camp, the final portion of episode fucking 2, is something I'd like to call the list. Now, the list could mean several things, but for today's purpose, it means the list in your phone. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So maybe you started it when you were in college. Maybe you started it when you were 12. I don't know. I don't know your story. For me, I started it when I lost my virginity. Purely 18-year-old baby in college. We'll get into this another time, but I will say that my virginity was a bet amongst my friends. We'll save that for a later episode. But the list is people that you've sucked, fucked, and ducked away from. And maybe you have little symbols next to their names. Maybe you have like an eggplant for a little like sucky sucky, or you have a peach emoji for backdoor. I don't know. I don't know your game. I don't know your life. For me, I have a special section in my notes app of my list that is for men that look like me. And you'd be surprised. There's a list running. There's several, because one thing about me is my type that is growing and changing constantly every single day is typically, and what my friends know about me is that I like men that look like me. If you look like you could be distantly related to me, my cousin maybe, we're probably fucking. Like, come on. Especially if you're Polish, like, call me. Why is this significant, Emma? Like, I lost count. I don't keep track anymore. And the list is so important to us ladies. It is our little black book. It is the history of your pussy. Like, you want to talk about the history of you, this is the history of your pussy. So with that being said, if you're a girly and you don't have a list, first of all, make one. Second of all, if you're a girly who maybe you started a list, but then you stopped, get back to it, at least for what you have in there. Try to recall. In my specific list of my notes app, not only do I have, obviously, the men that look like me, but I did something some may say is insane and tedious and like, Emma, why the fuck would you do that? Like, you need to be in a white padded room, like in a straitjacket. Is I went through my entire list and I found out every single man's zodiac sign. What I want you to do is look up all of their zodiac signs. I know it sounds fucking stupid, and I don't really give a shit about zodiac signs. Sorry to offend anyone. What this will do is determine if there's a pattern for who you're sleeping with, who you're talking to, what your type is, what's going on in your fucking vagina and your head. And then you'll be able to say, okay, no more Cancers. Okay, 1 million more Aquariuses. What this essentially means is qualities that you look for in a person, good or bad, you choose. I have gone to Facebook, Instagram, the classic, Zillow, Venmo, text their mom, text their dad, text their cousin, LinkedIn, anything. I one time looked up a man's bar mitzvah registry to find out what his zodiac sign was. So you go to great lengths, just don't tell anyone about it. You don't have to share what you did. I'm taking one for the team to tell you. So do that. And once you do, you'll be able to see, is there a pattern with who I sleep with, who, what, when, where, why, how? If, let's say, your toxic ex-boyfriend was a Cancer and you're on a date with a guy and all of a sudden it comes out that he's a Cancer, get the fuck out of there. You just saved yourself 3 hours of shitty conversations and 4 drinks. Avoid the 3 months of torture that would probably follow after. If there was a guy who was a consistent one on the list, but it never worked out, I need to stop fucking with the fucking Tauruses or whatever it is. So on my list, I think my most reoccurring signs were Capricorn and Aquarius, probably. Shout out if that's you. Call me. Every girl should go through their list and pick out each guy that you've slept with, particularly slept with, unless you think like you kissed him and then there's more like coming down the line. Research that shit, okay? It sounds crazy, just do it. Once you do all of this, the fog of why the fuck am I dating the same guy over and over and over again will lift. Voila. you are literally psychic. You can see into the future of what's going to happen with this Virgo. Like, I don't know. So now that we've talked about twins, lists, and you bet your sweet ass in my notes app, I have twin 1 and twin 2 as their names because I had to. Like, you have to leave a little note for yourself being like, self 5, you do that. So with that being said, I want to end this episode with a sweet little goodbye to all of you slutty girlies and gays and guys and thems, whatever the fuck. Thank you so much for listening to this little mini episode. Next time on the next little mini episode, we'll get into some blue collar, white collar, soiree, love story, affair action. And until then, stay slutty and suck a little dick if you're nasty. Anyways.